Hi, welcome to this room. I think everything's good. Nope. That's not right. Hello? Is the microphone working on stream at least? Hold on. Yep, that's on mic. Okay, cool. Why is it not working on Discord? Leave, go back. There it goes. Hi, welcome to Very Loud. I'm looking at the audio thing right now, and it looks like it's okay enough on stream side. In headset's quite loud, and also in headset it is pretty laggy. Actually, this definitely was not optimized well. So honestly, it's actually kind of threw my judgment into jeopardy. I'm not sure if I want to actually do this. Now, we're going to try it, but I'm noticing a lot of hiccups. First and foremost, the menu is here. I'm at my desk. I haven't moved this entire time. And it is currently... I can lick the options. And I'm not sure if there's a way to fix that. So anyways, welcome to the broadcast VR. I don't know how this is going to play. Because right now, first and foremost, the game, I think, wants me to be standing? Or is that where I'm supposed to be sitting? Is it wanting me to sit like right here or something like that? Because there's like... Okay. I'm not sure. Just, this seems fucked. Something seems wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a recenter actually. See what it does, because we need to face this way. There we go. So it wants me to be here. I'm gonna guess that was a byproduct of launching the game while my headset was on my computer and off. So that was my bad. One sec. I can't see chat. I can now see chat. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, hi. I am the news. This game is about being in the news, and you have to. I can't fucking focus with that going on. That is a terrible design thing. Hold up. I'm just gonna quiet. Okay. So this game is about being in the news. You get to censor swear words. You get to deal with interference and stuff. And then as it gets further into the game, it gets wildly fucked. It gets it's kind of a political commentary in a way about what happens if you elect the dictatorship and the dictatorship starts doing obvious dictatorship things. So, but it's actually quite a fun game. It's actually a very humorous game as well. It won the award for most FMV in a game. This is actually an FMV game. So as you can see, there's a lot of FMV going on in the background. There's also a dog barking, which I'm probably going to have to get up and let in a moment. So, but anyways,
Slaves were dressed in prettier cages.
go ahead and just audio around. Room audio can be that. Music. Let's go ahead and let the music go there. Intercom. I want to hear the intercom. So that will do. Okay, that will save it. Wow, that's in the corner of my vision. That's kind of weird. Okay. So, I think it's about time to get going. I'm alone, by the way. I don't know who would want to see this on what's it called, Cocom side. So I didn't ping anyone. We will see if anyone shows up. And luckily, I'm sitting down. This is a sitting down VR experience, which is great. Enter the game name. Okay, another thing I'm noticing is this right. Is it just the right trigger? Like if my left trigger, not fucked. No, I can't actually control the thing. It's not okay. Do that. I can do that. I can't pick the name anymore. Let's go back. Play. Hold up. I want to press a key on my keyboard. Okay, that didn't work. I think it's supposed to be pulling up a keyboard interface for me, and it's not. And if I hover over anything else, it gives up. That is really shit. Alright, fine. We'll just go with that. The showrunner, her channel is not broadcasting. Yes, here's just stop watching quicker. Nah, we're doing story mode. The TV is showing me clips of the feature.
National Nightly News.
Okay. The sag is coming from behind me. Ah, my ears! Oh, I'm bad! I can't do anything about the sound anymore! Oh my god! Oh god, I turned the volume down! Oh my god. I'm fine. I know, I'm fixing it! Oh my god, I thought I adjusted the volume. I could have sworn I did. Oh my god, that was loud. I need more room. Hold up. Let's go ahead and scoot up. So I can go ahead and scoot backwards if need be. And then we're going to recenter. Recenter. There we go. That's better. Turn right. Okay, I turned right. What do you mean? No, I'm not going to answer it. I'm going to go ahead and just work on stuff. Hold up. Well. Yeah. Okay. The wire is being a pretty big bastard. I hate the index cable. It's quite an annoying thing. Okay. So, first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and pause. We're willing to adjust the fucking audio again. My God. That was so loud. Oh, it's a toggle. Is that what's going on? No, it's not. Why is it? Oh, it's so off. Oh my God, there's so many things that's currently bugging me about this. That's fun. Okay. Unpause. Alright, let's go ahead and get adjusted with the controls. I have seen this game before. I am mostly familiar with this. So we shouldn't have much in the way of needing to be tutorialized. Okay, so we have our two mixers, live and broadcast. Live is what is being what's it called, played right now. It's slightly delayed, so you want that to be, there. Broadcast is what is being, shown over there. We don't want that to be loud. We want that to be slightly in our ear, so we can hear things. Oh, auxiliary display boards, or we don't have access to the sensor button. That's good. I don't know what that's going to be used for. I don't know how this is going to control, actually. Hopefully that's fairly fine. And okay. Turn on, off, on. Okay. There we go. I turned everything off. Also, man, I need even more room. Okay, there we go. We can hear shit now. Okay. This should have hand tracking. Why does it not? That's that's very annoying. Okay, so fun fact. That's a desk. The fan is all the way over there. I can't even turn on the fan. I can turn on its power, but I can't turn on the fan. Oh, my poor sweet fan. Oh, that's going to suck because there's a level that requires the fan because this thing starts overheating. You have to use it to cool down. Oh, I can't reach the fan. I'm going to have to scoot up more. Is it a miserable experience? Okay, fucking nope. I just need to go ahead and go into here and recenter again. Okay. Now I can scoot back and... That's still my desk! Fuck! Fuck! No! I'm turning yellow! I got it! How much room did they expect me to have? Hold up. Okay. I see what a lot of people said that this is very, very cumbersome to play. Because legitimately, I'm pretty much in the middle of my room. Right. I could try and face this way. Yeah, hold up. Let's recenter it from here. Okay. Okay. Does it want me to stand? I'm not sure. Or does it want me to be this far back? Okay, that seems good. I am no longer...
I have a car for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards both screens. Right, look up at the top.
Still,
That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up,
when you get Crazy Neil in there.
not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast
Bumley.
That's what the
That's
viewers
this
are
one.
seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds
Alan
behind
James.
the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio. And
Yeah.
you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us.
Yep.
Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain.
No, it's repeated like 7 times.
Okay, they're over, so we haven't got long cost. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left.
Yep,
They're
already
your
done it.
adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front.
I am
That
fucking
actually took
tall.
as long as I thought it would. So we've got a few seconds. I suppose I ought to warn you that tonight is, as I'm sure you know, election night, which means if we make
Oh,
any
great.
mistakes, by which I mean if you make any mistakes, we're getting fired. So stay
Cool.
on your toes, mate. You should be getting the signal any second now. When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You don't see if you make me go out in costume.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
Okay.
You're trying to kill me.
And yes, it's going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the
Good evening. I'm Jeremy
All right,
Johnson.
let's get going.
Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all
Yeah.
Next is going to be to throw the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Yep.
Andy's totally independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat.
Oh yeah, welcome to the game.
Fans everywhere.
We just sit here and we run a newscast.
Win sports personality.
And things go bad.
And a spoonful of sugar.
What do you mean a spoonful of sugar?
Movie star Lawrence Blunder
Who's there?
about his
Hey,
new movie,
Piper.
The Medicated. And
My dog is over there. She's being sweet.
headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their
Okay.
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate.
Yep.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Yep. News. News.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
first. The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for advance.
Oh.
The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change.
Okay.
Critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's
But as you can see, the
but have yet to appear publicly.
the broadcast is slightly delayed
Right, it's going
than
well.
this. What do you mean it's going
Now
well?
is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make
Okay.
sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now,
Okay.
the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I know
All right.
you play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want.
Gotcha.
I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
Yeah.
Co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the
Oop.
election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's It's all right. He doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your
Yeah, how's the advert going?
A yellow, a purple, Neil's deals are unreal.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate.
No, I'm not.
This is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multi-cam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple
What's
of
going on over
seconds is
there?
usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television.
Oh, someone's angry.
Make it look like those. Might as well
Someone's
get
very
started
angry.
now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much. 10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Go.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
Megan
Megan on screen 4.
Okay.
She's here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent.
Yeah, you can see that these screens are what we want to go to. If it has a green on it, that is an ultimate one.
Screen 3 when she says his name.
By none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch
the...
to 2 for the wide now.
May I say happy
Yep.
to be with us?
Already ahead, yeah.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest
Gotcha.
movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap,
There we go.
that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful chap.
Lovely.
he
Now
really
back to
is.
Thunder Twat.
Worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play
Right.
in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from
We're just
my last
kind of blindly
starring
blessing.
role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember.
I have a feeling that he swears sometimes.
Shot a bit long.
Yep.
Surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2
Right.
Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire,
Yeah.
the little people.
Okay.
But most of all, I think
Sucking
I
off
do
his
it for the
ass.
positive change that I can bring about in the world.
I'm pretty
And
positive he's sucking off his
today,
ass.
Of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Oh boy.
Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics,
Uh-huh.
that one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
I got it.
Opens next week
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped
country.
the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'd just let Megan cue you in.
My My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Good.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Rushes room together once the broadcast's over.
I don't understand it.
Someone's not happy about the election results.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Oh yeah. Can I just check this? Damn it.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Ooh.
I did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, do you remember? If only I'd listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
What do you mean, listen?
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
We're doing great, by the way.
The virus.
The virus? What's the virus?
This formula. This is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all.
Ooh.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Mm-hmm. One.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words.
Alright, got.
You'll probably notice the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen here.
Uh-huh.
When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the censor button for as long as the swear word lasts.
Uh-huh.
It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear.
Mm-hmm.
Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen.
Yeah.
Set it now. Mate,
Cock.
if you don't turn up the broadcast volume,
Cock.
you won't be able to time your bleeps.
I can't actually.
Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and
I love how you just gave
Soon
up.
you'll have your bleep
Thank you for
on
just
the
giving
phone.
up.
Remember, button lights up, count 1.
This is in VR, so I can actually just kind of just go boop like that.
Now that you've got the feed, don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the vision mixing buttons on the left to select the screen you want.
Uh-huh.
Five,
I don't know what that advertisement was. Come to Bumley.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready to
start?
bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people,
Nice.
you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed
Nope.
it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party.
He's drinking.
That's what you have when things are going well.
Remember
When
the
the country
10
is
second
suffering,
rule.
you don't need a party.
You didn't even tell me about the 10-second rule.
A team.
You just told me the.
But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future.
Uh-huh.
So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put. But not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully, we got that bleeped out for you in time. If
I kicked
not,
the finger.
someone's gonna be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government,
Okay.
that's all from us this evening at
That was the first
National
day.
Monkey News.
Not bad.
We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring politics then?
Is this some
Fucking
weird
bailing on us.
dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you
I
tomorrow
was going
night.
on the
Not going for a
effort.
drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Okay. I can't control the volume anymore. What the fuck happened? I legitimately can't move it. Lynn James. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay,
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3
A plus.
pages. This first page
Yay.
shows you how well the broadcast went. Each
Oh, you in my house? Where are you?
remember, grades mean bonuses, and they
Just talking in my ear? What the where you go? I thought you told you was gonna leave.
info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
Okay.
Right, this is an optional section.
Look at that.
You've got to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of
Paper.
course, you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
Okay.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid.
Broke
and how
ass
much
poor.
wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
Okay.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world. Tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Ooh. I can't wait to ignore all of that.
Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections:
A water cooler,
broadcast,
mate.
and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now.
Okay.
Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Okay. The tape.
Well, in a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation
Can't actually
game,
control it.
and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight.
Is it actually
as the
just...
team of nuclear physicists take on four old ladies in That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series
This controls like
History
ass.
of
It
the
actually
World.
does really control
Tonight
bad.
looks at the history of the Near Lakes
What?
and its
Again,
importance during the Great
I
Lakes
have
Region
index
of
controllers. There should be fucking
1968
finger
and
tracking.
1980.
How is that so
At
hard
9
to
p.m.,
program?
sit back and
It's
relax
just
with
no,
multiple
figure out the
award-winning
pressure
movies
sensitivity.
and
If you feel something on the pressure sensitivity right here, the fucking pinky should be going down. The fucking what's it called, ring finger should be going down. The fucking why?
And tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman.
Ooh.
Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
I do. Hello?
The election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful
You just
or
got
hostile.
broke.
Controversy as global mega corporation
Hello?
Remington Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flower.
What does it? I can't
Top check.
fucking fast
Small
forward
towns
it.
everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hams leaves, wins sports personality.
What the
of year,
fuck?
And a spoonful of sugar.
What the
Meghan will be chatting
what's
with
going
BBC
on? What am I
Lawrence
hitting?
Butterclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And,
Okay,
of course,
I am
going
apparently
to advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this
holding
party
on
have say
to
on
the
their historic
fast forward
victory.
button.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
The fuck is going on here? I am so confused. Okay, apparently I can't fast forward it. And this is behind me. There's nothing behind me. Yeah, I literally can't do anything. Okay, that's cool.
Right, now let's take a look at the rushes.
Alright.
Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The four screens you can see, they're going to show you the four signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select
Okay.
the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Alright. Brother Clash interview.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead.
Uh-oh.
I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started.
Uh-huh.
Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're
What's going
thin
on?
bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back
Holy.
from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4.
Okay, so the lights have turned off. The fuck is this?
Welcome back to the National Nightly News.
What's going
Later,
on?
we'll be hearing from shock
What
election
is
winners
this?
in
Controls?
France. But first, our very own culture reporter, Megan Wolf,
What's-
is here with a star of both
is it?
stage and screen.
That's so
Megan?
fucking bad.
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf,
It's
culture
so fucking
correspondent.
bad,
And today
man.
I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbot films.
Like,
I'm
what-
very
what-
excited
what
to be joined
does it-
today
it's like
by none
press
other
a-
than Lawrence
no.
Blunderclatch. Thank you
No,
so much
no.
for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here
I'm
today is
very
another greatest
dumbfounded
joy.
about this.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
This was definitely, what's it called? The very bare minimum. Okay, save and quit. My god, man. This
Good evening. I'm Megan.
is bad.
And I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight.
Okay, continue. Day free. I think it accidentally got out. I wasn't supposed to do that. Alright. Unexpected form. Alright. You arrive at home as opposed to the fine post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Here is the banner, you and you open it. The form of the new advanced government asks you the information on all citizens. First page, you already it's filled in already. Your name, Alex Wilson. Your spouse, Sam Wilson. Your children, Charles Wilson and Susie Wilson, 14 and 19 respectively. All you mean is they count the basics, right? Those are the questions that are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to the new coworkers. Be productive and get to work immediately. You use something and ornate yourself in a new workplace. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. Be friendly. Question 2. A colleague has been in a different program has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Taking home confidential images. Now, a file of minor importance that gone missing. Would you help the legend? Recommend that your colleague reports it. Promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. It's a minor importance. I mean, we could recommend the colleague to report it and just say, go ahead and do it. Nah, bit hard as there. Don't do that. Don't take home confidential information. It's not good. Question 3. The entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous one. Would you leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub and chat with them about the changes with colleagues, leave work early and head home to see your family? Just leave work on time. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with your friends and family. Waste washing your hair that day. Go if you have free, but you won't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers, and think think you'll win the talent contest this year. Yeah, it looks nice. Barbecue sounds good. Your long successful career, and now you're about to retire. In your speech, you list the achievements and the good memories you have of working there, give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company, focus on the industries and challenges you face working in, refuse to attend. Just leave. Now, here's the question. Have we moved up or down the corporate ladder during that time? If we have stayed where we were the entire time, I would fucking leave. I would just not attend my retirement party. Just like, yeah, I'm retiring, man. I'm done. I've been working so long. I've made so much money to go ahead and actually live a comfortable rest of my life. I don't need to be here. Fuck you. But if I was to, grow the company there, if I was in the mid to senior position, I would probably give a knowledge review. But if I was at the top, probably honest review. In your spare time, you would like to relax at home, doing things and listening to music and making models, attend political rallies and stand with what you believe in, encourage and support your children's hobbies, play in your local sports team. Fuck no. Just for the most part, I like to, we'll go for that one. But in that case, I like to be with my family. Your ideal holiday and getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away with a strain of daily grind, exploring somewhat unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, a structured day at a theme park, boasting with thrills, attractions with you and your family, a romantic getaway to the apartment of the tropical paradise. Theme park. It is most important that the government keeps people. Can I skip this question? Now, this is a dilemma, right? Because for the most part, what's going on in our own world is not the best right now. So answering this is kind of a loaded question. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just hover over and aim this way. I'm going to go ahead and pick this option. You don't know what I needed. Thank you for your corporations. Advance knows the time is valuable and we appreciate the help in lending the nation by our future. Alright. Well, I can't wait to have that backfire in my face. Wait a minute, it's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just dying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn out souvenir of your first trip together. Prince faded with a goofy face that'll make you smile. Like the one that brings you back to reality. There's a guard clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase. It's Chris, Sam's sibling. Okay. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the table visibly stressed. Oh, sorry for pressing into you late, Alex. Chris stumbles, but I need a favor. You're the only one that can ask. Are you okay? Are you go get Sam? No, you don't need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Asses of Wealth Act. Literally worked the news, Chris. Chris brings it up. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness. Which is why I need your help. I get the feeling I'm not going to like this. This looks to be resting comfortably in the four tiles. Look, well, it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. Yeah, I don't like that. What for? I was asked what for. Take in mind that the bloody countries, half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look so similar, so I leave before it gets too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex. I ask if you have any other choice. Surely there's another way. Keep me that serious. You're joking, right? Oh, it's not right by you and Sam. Treat you children like they were my own. We're family. Doesn't mean nothing for you. Yeah, but there's always a different way. It's against the law. I can't help you with this. I assaulted this myself. Bunch of family loyalty, eh? And night off, there's a suitcase. And Chris disappears into the night. I go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. Feeling face now seems to bore into you. True the 1%. Keep your passport. Look, it's not my fault that it's a bit illegal. The fallout. Now, wait. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get into a nice sitting position. Should I play this? Is it safe? Am I up against my... Yes. I'm fully up against my desk and stuff. 1, 2, 3. Open. Recenter. 1. There. That's annoying. Okay. We can control our things again. Go. Should I play this? Is this toy safe? Mr. Snugglehugs. Hey, look, we need to go ahead and support our man Crazy Neil no matter what. Advanced Go-Getters. Should be played. Interesting Advanced Go-Getters team. Nah. Elegant new skin cream with a pouring little tryst. This was most up time with you for this Christmas. I know what this is. I'm not sure if I want to play it or not. because I've seen everyone play this. But at the same time, this might actually open up a very fun extra day. We can do. And then... should we keep the government happy with us for the time being? I mean... is the government... haven't done much bad yet. Surely they'll be fine. Hello? Hey.
First of all, let's get the power on.
Done.
You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Done.
Right, let's load up the adverts.
Done.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Nah.
You can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again. And the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here.
Yeah.
It's really simple.
Cool.
This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Now you're in auto headline mode, so
It was,
if you
yeah.
don't bother to pick a photo before that clock runs out, the machine's just going to pick one at random for you.
Okay.
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break.
Okay.
Come in, darling.
Snuggle hugs?
That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4,
All right.
3.
Here we go.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavourable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guess whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture.
She's a gambler.
The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement.
Okay.
In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flood technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains.
Okay, fine.
This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as
we're still going.
Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped
Oh my
in
God.
Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while
fuck Bush.
being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later.
5,
That's all
4,
coming up on tonight's
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
1. Alright. Greeting the people. Greeting the people. Having a decent, nice chime. And good.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that
Got some
advances
debate
realize
going on
the current
today.
economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't be promoting it. Let's go them.
Orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? How do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes,
Okay.
Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the
Okay.
first step. Advance now have a historic budget.
Yep, stream's still going. I just want to make sure. The stream's back that way, by the way.
They're already funneling unprecedented
I'm in the middle of my room.
scientific research in the arts.
How you doing?
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable.
Yeah, the other guys have
Losing
kind of
power after spending half
cuckoo.
of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly,
Good.
Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight.
2, 1, 0.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never
Oh,
heard so
God.
much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
It's Christmas.
Christmas time has hit it, then we've got the ornaments for you. You want something like Barbie?
Absolutely fucking fine, I tell you. How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
Dude, that's a fucking wild ass spider web.
Clear out of the storage locker. The second Mrs. Neal abandoned, like she abandoned her children. It's a rainbow on crazy fun. Don't be a prick and get yourself quick. Get yourself a crazy deal with Neal Appeal.
Welcome back. In our
All
second
right, there we go.
we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country.
Uh-huh.
Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers. Eleanor, what are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? Albeit my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just
Ooh, dramatic. Drama?
Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure
We'll have to leave him in a bit. I remember what's on his screen.
Community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or
A knife!
Do you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay.
Uh-huh.
We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
To what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you
Oh, I
think
just
it's
ignored the gimp.
immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go.
The look of...
And who's responsible?
the look of pure...
It is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, you simply won't do. Naughty boy.
We're going to ignore what's going on in that scene.
Again.
Mummy said get back in your clothes. No, naughty, you beast.
Oh my god.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look,
Just give them some...
we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No.
It's still going on. We're going to keep ignoring it. It's a part of the video game.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us.
Okay, good.
And
They're
finally,
going away.
hopefully uninterrupted, it's time
Yeah.
to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison
Uh-huh.
after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swan.
Uh-huh.
He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody
Oh
else
boy.
does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization.
I'll say wank, I'm sorry.
And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep. One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
The news. Oh boy.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
Fancy hole.
Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, lads. Believe that.
And there we
Well,
go.
we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex...
Alright, looks like that's the end of that section.
After the
My
break,
apologies for what happened there. That was very weird.
go away. We'll be back after these messages.
Consequences.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public
Oh boy.
will love that. Don't worry if you don't know. You
What's
won't
going
get
on with the
punished
commercial?
for nothing. Just try and stay in
It's
the
broken
night.
again.
Also, one last tip: when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so
So one of the vision is a good job once with this Christmas.
Well, where is he? In his dressing room, probably banging his head against the wall. Look, it's alright, I've got this. I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back.
Uh-huh. I see what we've done. We've advertised Furbies.
We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5.
Gotcha.
4. 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf.
Welcome's
And
Black?
on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Jeff Algebra.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle believed. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of solace,
Pain.
joy to
That
the
look of
people's lives.
pain.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it.
Right.
That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day. And so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a short
Nope.
section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father? Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
That's the same person.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Oh boy, here we go.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to remain. So stop now, make a different choice.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Hey, listen up.
Damn it.
Don't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap?
Oh god.
Afraid of your cool lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just
What?
prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Yes!
My arm hurts. Wait.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And
Oh, that hurt. It was not.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Yay! I can't move the broadcast up. I'm doing very well at this, by the way. I've gotten A+ 2 days in a row so far. Like, look at that. Fucking, so that's 1, 2, 3, A+, broadcast. Why am I in the fucking floor? I can see how well that was. Just nice straight shot. We had a bit of a dip there. Extremely poor interference free show. It was apparently an exceedingly poor edit. Okay. Well, apparently everyone liked it, so that works for me. A genuine bonus, yay! We're still broadcast poor. We're no longer broadcast poor. We're no worrying debt. I don't know what the yellow Illuminati thinks of us, but I don't care. Anyway, the government likes us and our work likes us. Awesome. Piper, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing, Piper? Okay. You can see the things and stuff. We can see the adverts. I haven't even watched the what's it called, the Snugglehuds advert. Damn, I'm good. I already did that. What the fuck?
Kids, you love them, we love them, and they just love
Mr. Snugglehugs! Yeah!
with his state-of-the-art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't.
If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe.
And his
Oh shit! There's Cybermen. Oh, we fucked up massively.
It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs.
Oh, we fucked up massively.
This Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be.
I won't alarm you, but this is a bad idea. Huh?
Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs.
Yeah?
You're so silly.
Oh.
Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now and selling out fast.
Hey, go back. Go back. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's all I wanted to show. Continue. Hey, Piper. Hey, Piper, baby. Who's a good girl? I'm actually in a position that I can pet her for once. Amazing. Day fitting a late night. I love you, Piper. Grab home after another long shift and find a note waiting on you in the collar on top. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. He has been evicted for not paying rent. Ah, idiot. I'm gonna pick up Chris' stuff from the street. Don't wait up. Online Trace. This is your fault now, isn't it? You certainly press play on a cheap horror film that you're going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but it makes you, makes the two of you laugh. Not the same about Sam. As you get a good bit of the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you that only a child can, being but somehow defiant. Yeah, be home by 11. Clearly surprised, he practically races out the door. He dozes in front of the movie, waiting out for his return. He start awake to the sound of the TV stack. It's gone midnight, and no sign of Charlie or Sam. School night, and he promised. Alright, the friend, as you find your son, who miraculously knows the time when he sees you. He may think you were born yesterday, but he at least apologized. That's something. You recognize that chickily mysterious you can't help but let him off this time. We're going into the future. Tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile. You look around the table. The snow is still in the grass outside. The kids are pulling the cracker as your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. Sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. In a tense afternoon, everyone could feel it. And for the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. The big change for Sam, the two siblings who used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The chatter of coupling all going to be heard as Chris stares pointed at you. Very nice Christmas, Grandma. When her stares vacant at you confused, she comes back to herself and starts realizes, yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely, she murmurs. She's been having more and more lately. The chatter of coupling is all you can hear as Chris stares pointedly at you. Take a toast. There is Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad you're all here. And there is cheers and you guys does it. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks to you. Chris? Come on now, it's Christmas. Can we put that behind us? Sam's right. Let's try to enjoy yourselves. This turns away from you. Talking some frustration out of the cheap cut of a roast chicken. Daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to come over you. I know you how you love me, you chuckle. This sounds weird. I'm not gonna like this. You know, me and my friend are planning on going traveling this year, she begins instantly. Well, I was hoping you help me with the money. So like Chris, who makes a certain start. I couldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Chris, do we be angry? I mean, it's fucking Christmas and he's being the worst sourpuss. Yeah, fucking do us all a favor. Cut your mouth. You know what? I'll let this easier for this. Quick spits head to the door. Sorry, kids. Everything too. Oh, nice, Alex. Real nice, Sam exclaims, following Chris's semi door. Cheap canned vegetable tastes bitter in your mouth as the meal continues in miserable silence. Clock chimes as you realize you've been chewing a mouthful of watery carrots for about 10 minutes. You're so graceful when your daughter gets to tell you about the plans for the new year. Well, see so many parts of the world and learn so much about the other cultures. And how are you going to pay for all this? I was hoping you would help me, Susie admits sheepishly, suddenly intent on the itch behind her ear. You sigh and lower your voice. You know, money is really tight now that Grandma's staying here. We just don't have a bunch of spares, Susie. Please, Harriet's planes are helping her. We're in worrying debt already. Already very much hurting. If we get rid of her, things become cheaper because there's no longer a mouth to feed. Make it work. Selling a kidney? You mean it? That's great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you type before you calling correctly a little better? Everyone watches them proudly. Try not to think about how you're going to find the money for the trip. 2 months. A welcome windfall. Now, leaving through the pile of accumulated posts, each new bill pulls you like a gut a letter away. The flash of blue makes you pause. Heck, happy holidays, yay! Recognize the teal advanced logo in the envelope. You tear it open. Dear Winston, thank you for sending us your password for our approval. We can now confirm the receipt of validation for the new assets and wealth redemption scheme. Hopefully, this will make the last month of our arrangements with Sam worth it. As such, we are pleased to encode a check which we hope to you will see as a symbol of not only our gratitude to you, but our unwavering commitment to creating a society of freedom and equality. The throbbing of the flesh spread into paper cut is the only reason you believe you're awake. A check! A sizable one at that! Chris is right, but it's really hard to redistributing the wealth. They continue to strive the betterment of the nations of people. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Summit. Wherever financial burn is less than slightly, it's bliss. Yay. Long weekend. Let's just sip on this damn case never close. It's your anniversary, and every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not making money. Things are looking up. Thanks. You've been looking forward to it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together. You can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and a peace and quiet. As it finally gives up in the battle and drags the bundle of suitcase down the seat. Ever seen he's blinking the whole table. Good evening, Askin. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you're required to work this weekend. Damn it. The information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and the foreign powers. The National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure to break the story first. Needless to say, I expect you to be attendance on tomorrow morning, 8 p.m. sharp. a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Truck turns to annoyance and then fury. Go tell Sam. There comes in beaming with excitement, kissing you and the car keys and those. Movement temper is legendary. Nah, fuck him. What was that? Comes to the place. Nothing important. You're replying. You put the coat. Adrenaline frozen through your belly. You're sending the race. You practically slammed at the front door. Just enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it Monday. Yep. Unwelcome return. You to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks on your exhausted colleague. The sister sits waiting for you. And I hear the script is blood rip. I'm very disappointed, Wilson. Yeah, it was worth it. Piper. You silly dog. Permission slip. And Charlie hovers over the area of the degree. Do you find yourself struggling to achieve? Yeah, we just lost some money from taking the day off. I don't care. They can take the money for the weekend. Liz, are you active member of the team? You're reaping the benefits of the corporation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Four us together. This is like a youth club that you're told about. Charlie grabs a flyer from your freshest form in the head. So, I can walk there straight from school, and Ben's sister can drop us home after. I don't have to do anything. No, let's go ahead and keep that away from him. That's a bit too much government interference. Sorry, mate. I just don't think this is the right place for you. Hand back the phone. What? That's so unfair. Why? No, it seems that way, Charlie, but you'll understand soon enough. Sorry. Something's weird going. Profitable partnership. We haven't played the video game in a bit, by the way. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find a post stored into files. I have some mistake in doing recently. Most of it is usual rubbish, but the letter increasingly familiar events logo and urgent respond immediately passes on the front of it. Corresponding urgent red font grabs your attention. Ah, boy. Dear Richardson Road, those informing the advanced government has taken another step forward to the fight for equality. By nationalizing the largest private corporation and redistributing the resources amongst the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds Program ensures the wealth created by those people is delivered to the people. I don't remember this. Every household will become a partner in one free, carefully selected institution chosen by advancing the this isn't high performance and financial security. Please don't. All returns based on the public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. EOB behold incorporate its cosmetic clothing or culture. You see the beauty in all the customers. Neil deals on it. It's always a steal for crazy Neil. Pleasure Corp. Our business is to pleasure from sport, travel, and new time. And you can't say pleasure about leisure. Yeah, we're going fucking Neil. Neil all the way. Thank you for making a decision. Please return this form of the envelope provided. You receive a report of your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. Steven in advance came to defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. How much influence could you have? The news. A teenage rebellion. Oh boy. The old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince. One over come your heads. You won't say anything. Now's not the time. Press the front disc. You feel physically sick. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is brought out by the officers with a kind face. She's a good kid. We picked her up from graffiti again, and she will have to. We will have to charge her. You know, I apologize on Susie's behalf. And Sam hugs you, so shocked daughter. As you shake her hands, the officer lowers her voice. Away from the boy, I think she'll be fine. And Akari attempt to brought the subject, and Susie refuses to say a word. However, you just give up your questions about who this boy might be, and you just drive. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling, worried. Stillness at the bedroom is the only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Who is Susie hanging out with? Is she acting out? Apparently, I'm aligned with the advanced agenda mostly. Cool. Oh god, we're playing a video game. It's been 153 days. Actually, how long have I been streaming as well? Wow, I've only been live for an hour and 24. Damn. Okay. Well, that changed. Must be played. Check your prostate. Okay, first and foremost, crazy fucking needle to get my money. Joy of screws. Subscribe weekly to enjoy this deadly twisty experience. I mean, we don't have to play this.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss.
Oh boy.
While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that looks nasty.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all my such tricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship.
I like that.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody.
Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley.
What am I looking at?
They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too. And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Fallen angel? Notorious addict Johnny Handsleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public concern over his mental and
Let's go ahead and help him.
growing at an alarming rate.
Let's hope that the team at the Gentle Touches Rehabilitation Centre can help Johnny get back to his former glory. Johnny's family have asked for privacy during this difficult time. We'll have reporters at the clinic around the clock, so you don't miss a thing.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick
Ooh,
Bannon coming
we
to
got
you
an update.
live from the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
That shit.
Tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Oops.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties,
Oops.
have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Probably do everything with my right hand, actually. Well, not my right hand, my left hand.
What you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. It wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets them to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
Doing over there.
Well, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes, that'll be the fur. Scented with hoof.
Oof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug.
Ooh.
It was so soft and warm.
Okay.
Like our cat. Before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what
Porsche.
did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend. But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can be, for just $89.99. And then...
Huh?
And then it's the General Air 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Be careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there.
Staring at me.
Yeah, some of
Ugh.
the children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes.
Cool.
And with his glasses, that's 5.
Cool.
Too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
Sounds very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
Ow.
So, right, that's quite enough of you two coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal
questions.
again?
And now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Calm down your speed. Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
I agree.
I'm angry, Mr. Tadlock.
Ooh.
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims
It should go ahead.
tragedy that has shaken our nation.
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks on new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, I guess next we have to play the second one.
She's very good.
Who?
Megan.
Yes, she is.
Watch your back, Jeremy. The women are coming.
I'm all
Yeah, a bit rainy, isn't it?
Alex, Boson, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about.
What do you mean by that?
Sure you don't broadcast it.
What do you mean?
6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news.
Uh-huh.
Bozeman out.
There's a dog. I'm currently hugging a dog. She came out of nowhere. She just paused the game. Okay, I think it's time for her to go potty. I'll be right back. The heck do I put you? On this box. It's dark. I've made everything dark. Here, I'll throw things to intermission.